Hello friends, today's topic is dating a single mom. Let's rant.
I know this is going to sound real crazy. I know this is going to go over a lot of people's heads, but I feel like men who don't want to date women with children have issues with their own mother. Why? Because I don't understand a man who doesn't want to date women with children when you come from a mother, when you come from a woman. And I'm pretty sure your mom has children, which means you have siblings. So how do you feel about your mother? It doesn't make any sense to me. Some will say, well, that's his choice. He can feel how he want to feel. He doesn't have to date a woman with children because he comes from a woman. This is true, but I feel like you're projecting trauma onto other people because you haven't healed from whatever happened to you, or however you might feel about your own family or about your own mom. Men who don't want to date women with children either don't like their mother or they have mom issues. Go get healed. Stop projecting your trauma on other women, other people, and do the right thing. Let me know what you guys think about that. Do you feel like men who don't want to date women with children are right in how they feel, or do you feel like it's their choice? Let's talk about it.
This is such a classic coping mechanism by modern women or single mothers who are modern women, and specifically black single mothers who are modern women. And that tactic is to tie either their terrible or bad behavior or bad decision making, bad outcomes to something virtuous. Or more specifically, and this is what black women do a lot, tie their bad behavior and bad decisions to your mother. Why do you not like this? Isn't your mother like this? It is so absurd because they don't use the same logic and apply it to their dad. They never go, why don't I want a man who makes $45,000 a year? Why don't I want a man who doesn't have a college degree? Because your father was like that. Your father was this, so why don't you like that? It is such an absurd concept, but women do it all the time. It's a sign of a low-functioning woman trying to use shame, insults, and guilt to try to get you to do something. But everything she says in this video is so absolutely illogical. And women, and single mothers specifically, can't grasp the concept that their situation is just undesirable. It has nothing to do with childhood trauma. It has nothing to do with hating yourself. It has nothing to do with hating your mom because you came from a single mom. Actually, wouldn't I be an eyewitness to not getting involved with a single mother if my mom was a single mother? Why is it that you take it as some sort of trauma and I don't want to be involved in that anymore, instead of taking it as I was an eyewitness to this being a terrible existence growing up with a single mother, and I do not want to repeat that? That should be the takeaway from men who do not want to date single mothers, even though they came from a single mother. Not that they're under some sort of trauma, some sort of stress, some sort of reaction to that. And the last point is this. You can't escape this fact. If you have a woman, everything is the same. One has a child and one has not. It is undesirable to pick the woman with a child because of the child. Because the child brings more challenges. It requires more money because the child is a liability. That is the only reason. There is no reason that involves trauma. There is no reason that connects back to my mother. This is an undesirable situation, period.
Speaking the truth? What do you think? Comment down below, and thank you for watching.